is up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. And we are going to work on the brakes today. I got the brakes, brake pads, rotor, that sort of thing. So if you guys need or have to change your brakes, this would be the instructional video you would be watching. So other than that, today we are going to replace the rotors on this vehicle. So to do that, we're gonna have to get to it. I got some tools here. Got my tools, got the rotor, got brand new brake pads. Also, next video after this one is the brake pad replacement video. So if you need your brake pads replaced, I will have that video posted right after this one. So other than that, a little disclaimer: if you're changing your rotors, please do always replace your brake pads. You have to have brand new brake pads on your brand new rotors, because you don't want your old brake pads ruining your brand new rotors. So just to be safe on what happens to the brakes or whatever, please do always replace the brake pads and your rotors. Please do replace your brake pads if you're replacing your rotors. So like I said, if you replace your rotors, always have your brake pads replaced also. So let's get to the video and replace this rotor. So what we would be looking at to get this rotor off, we're gonna have to take this off. So we are gonna take these bolts off in the back, which are all the way in the back here. If you can see, the bolt should be right there, and there should be another one all the way in the bottom part of it. So should be somewhere right there. So that bolt right here and the one up top here. Sorry for all the blurriness going on. So in order to take all this brake pad system off, you're gonna have to go and take off the bolts in the back. And right here you're gonna see this bolt right here. If I can show you guys, there's a bolt right here in the back that needs to be taken out. This one right here, and then there's one all the way up top, which is right here. You're gonna take this one off and the one on the bottom. So once you get these two off, this whole unit should come off and you should be good to go and take this whole thing out. So let's get this thing off and get this rotor off. So this one needs a 17mm socket, so we're gonna use that in order to unscrew this. So in order to take this big monstrosity off, we are going to take these two bolts out. This would release the hydraulic portion of it, and that way the brake pads will come off also. So once we get that, we're going to move on to the next step. So first we're going to need a 15mm socket, and we're going to unscrew this.
Flowers in his hands and no time to say hello. If I were in his place, I know I would have kissed her slow.
So once you've unscrewed this, Just lay it there to the back, and you can take your brake pads out. Once you got that done, we're gonna have to take this piece off right here that basically held the hydraulic portion of the brakes. So in order to do that, we're gonna need a 17mm socket to unscrew that. So we'll start from the bottom. So we got that unscrewed. This should come off pretty easily. Now the next step is to take the rotor off. So right now, to take this rotor off, I already messed up this bottom screw, so I got brand new screws for that, which are right there. So I bought brand new screws, and so we're gonna replace this one so that it would be a regular screw, because I had to mess this one up because it wouldn't come off. So we are going to need a screwdriver. Of course, you can use a regular screwdriver like a Phillips, but again, these are really tight, and you might end up breaking your Phillips head just like I did, which is right there. So as you see, it's completely messed up. The tip of it is completely broken. So if you don't want that to happen, you're going to need to use something a little stronger. And that's what you're going to need to do. And basically, we start up right here, and you unscrew the stop bolt, and you're going to need to unscrew this bottom one off. And like I said, this one's already broken. I couldn't take it off, so basically used this 3/16 So I basically used this right here. I nailed it in there, kinda, and like I said, I messed up the screw. So now we're just gonna unscrew this like any other bolt, and like I said, it's messed up, so now we'll need a new screw down here. But as you see, once I start loosening this up, the rotor itself is already off. So once it gets loose, you're ready to take it off. And that's all it is to it. So once you got the rotor off, you can put that to the side, and then grab your new one and set that one back up. Line up all the holes that you have. So these two holes right here, you can tell these are made for the screws. So you know where the screws are at, down here. So you see the screw hole right here and the screw hole at the top. So also line up your lug nut holes, put that in, and you should be good to go. So I got these new screws here. Like I said, we're gonna be reusing one, of course, because it wasn't broken, which is right here, and we're gonna put this one right back where it came from. And now we got a brand new screw right here to replace the bottom one. We're gonna put that one at the bottom. Use your screwdriver and tighten that up. Get it in there pretty good and snug. Get this top one in, tighten it up. Do the same thing to the bottom again. Make sure they're tight to where they don't move around anymore, and you should be good to go. Once those are pretty tight, then they're going nowhere. So now basically you kind of see a little bit of residue here, which is basically rust. This is a brand new rotor. It just got stained and water got on it for some reason, somehow. But that doesn't mean this is a bad caliper. That doesn't mean that this is a bad rotor. But they'll eventually be out of the way. Like you see the old one, it's got rust all over it. It doesn't affect it. The only thing that's really important is this piece right here, and as you see, the black portion right here, basically this rotor was overheated, and then the back part of it, as you see, is all messed up. So this is why I need new rotors on this vehicle. They're also warped, so when the rotors are warped on your car, usually when you hit your brakes, it's gonna start throwing your car around, which if you have that problem, you know exactly what to do now. But anyways, got that in, move it around, puts it in. It won't turn because the car is in park, so the car's in park, it will not go anywhere. So it does move a little bit back and forth. So other than that, it doesn't have any play. Like I said, make sure these are tight, and now you can start putting this thing on. So now you put this thing in just exactly as it came out. You line it up with the back and you put the screws back in. So guys, there you go. There's the finished piece. As you see, I put the rotor in, I put the brake pads in. If you want to know how to put the brake pads in, do check out my next video. So there you go. That's what it is. Nothing too complicated. But then again, there is a trick to the brake pads, so you're gonna have to check out the next video that I post. Other than that, please do hit that like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe. You guys have a wonderful day. Peace out.